Hi everybody, couple of quick sentences from me this week on the subject of the cost of living crisis and what it means for those going through a divorce. It's bad for everybody, obviously, the cost of living crisis, but it can be even more acute for those who are going through a separation because, simply put, there is less to go around than there was before. So the effect is really twofold. We find it can be regrettably harder to settle cases because of the fact that there's less to go around. So people are, I think, naturally more anxious about what the future looks like. But secondly, even for those who've already settled, let's say there's a maintenance order in place, they may find that the value of the maintenance that they're receiving is not as great as they thought it was when they settled the case. Simply put, the maintenance doesn't go as far. So it's quite a pervasive and pernicious thing for everybody, of course, but particularly those in that position. And there isn't really a great deal that you can do about it, apart from, and this is the takeaway, don't spend a huge amount of money that you will better deploy elsewhere, taking legal advice on your separation if you can get it more cheaply elsewhere. And obviously, we have an interest here because at the divorce surgery, we have a system whereby you just consult one lawyer between the two of you. So obviously it's much cheaper. But really do think about that. We're not the only people that offer a service like that. Make sure you get your legal advice at proportionate cost that you can afford. So that's the first thing. Do your research first. That's the second thing. Because the more research you do first, the less legal advice you're likely to need. And if you want to know how the court deals with these issues, so in particular, how it meets the needs of both parties on divorce, and that's obviously critical when we're thinking about the cost of living, then you'll find what I hope is a helpful course about needs online in the link in the bio. So I hope that's been helpful. There's no silver bullet when it comes to the cost of living crisis. But there are things that you should, in particular things that you shouldn't be doing, not to add to the problem. Thank you for listening.